Somebody's been hacked. Yeah! Girl! Hacker! Hacker! Yeah! Subscribe to Prairie Boy! Yeah!
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How y'all doing? We got up in here checking convictions, chatting Jen, broken dishes, Mystic peeks in. That's my honey, Miss Mala, Benny B, Tiffany, Kiko, Sue, Donnie, and of course, I guess small town New York.
Thank
Thanks
you for
calling.
having me up.
Oh yeah, anytime. Hey, Arkansas.
Chatty Jen, I'm from upstate New York. I'm from Fort Plain. It's like in the center of New York between Albany and Utica.
Hey, Suzanne. So Cher's just getting rolling because we had to get up in the middle of the night because one of our kiddies got sick. So that was fun. And then she couldn't get back to sleep. So yep. Thank God it's Saturday.
Oh, Chatty Jen, you're pretty close to me then. Not too far away. Do you go to the casino much?
I haven't been to a casino in a long time.
No, neither have we. We usually only go for the buffet.
There you go.
Rather not waste money.
Yeah, lots of people like to play like the slot machines and everything, and I always ask them, so, where are you at? Are you up or down? They always say, oh, about even. Yeah, I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
I used to always, I played blackjack. And if you have a full table and you're the last one to go, you got a good chance of making some money.
Yeah, I've seen people win on those games, but you have to have some sort of skill, and I'm definitely not skilled in anything like that for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how to count cards or anything, but yeah, last time I played, I won about $300.
We used to play spades at a bar I worked at when it was really slow and quiet with my regulars, but that's been a long time too.
Mm.
When I decided to become a nurse.
There you go. Definitely couldn't do that. I can't deal with healthy people, never mind sick people.
Right now, I'm just kind of dealing with keeping the elderly in their homes and out of the nursing home. So it's kind of a positive experience, but there are some definite negatives to the job.
I'd imagine so, yeah.
But traveling around's fun. It's always interesting. You never know what you're going to run into or see.
Mm. Yep, very true.
I had an eagle fly in front of my car the other day. A couple years ago, I was sitting charting on the side of the road, and I had a baby bear come up beside my car.
Oh, wow.
So, there's some neat things to see out there in the world if you open your eyes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I agree, Miss Mull. It does take a special gift to be a good nurse. Not an easy job.
I love it though. I love my veterans. They're probably my favorite. My little old men. They're super cute. They're super demanding and they're super mean.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they appreciate their nurses. And you've got to be grateful for the things that they did for our country. I mean, I know you guys are in Canada, but I'm sure, our armed forces have helped you guys as well. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't have like a. Notice that in the States, that whenever you see someone in uniform, people will just go up and thank them. I've seen that a lot in the States, but that doesn't happen here.
oh, really? Harper, you hear her? Shh, stop it. Be good. No.
Morning, Sharon. Hey, Amy.
Morning, Cher.
There's Mr. Sicky.
Aw.
And here she comes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ah,
Hey, Mama. Hey, Miss Ma. Everyone, all the mods. You see, Callie's picture wasn't coffee; it was beer in the Bahamas. Cotton candy boobs. Say hi, baby.
yeah. You're welcome. Don't panic.
Don't panic. Show
Oh.
me your titties.
We lost her.
Bye-bye. She's coming
Hey,
back.
Suzanne.
She booted herself trying to look at comments, probably.
Yeah. Hey, Tanina.
I'm guessing.
We've all done it. What a great time to bang some pots and pans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's on a mission.
When you come in here, I like it to be clean.
Well, there you go. Yep, she got the kitchen all nice and clean. Now she's keeping it that way.
Don't you know?
Hey, Laura. Hey, Core. She's so cute.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, shit. Matthias.
Hey.
Get back in here, you tard. Come on, buddy. Oh, there you go.
5 years for you to get out there.
5 years.
Well, I mean, you were going slow with me. We're having chicken and bacon puffs. So, either stop sticking your hand all the way out there like that.
Yes,
or
dear.
go out.
I got told.
Whoa, it's snowing again. I'm nervous now. I can't believe he's doing that.
Oh, I know, these freaking cats. They're always trying to get outside. I just wanted to show you guys the snow.
I'm gonna get bashed when they run away.
And she's back.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
I got a new computer.
Ah,
I don't like it.
no.
No.
Are you sure it's the computer? Were you trying to check comments?
No, I wasn't
No,
trying to
she's showing-
check comments. I was trying to work this Mac, and I can't do it. So
I've never used the Mac.
I hate it. I don't like it. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it.
Oh no.
I just keep it charged and updated, and I've had it for like a year. And like today's the first day I really actually tried to use it.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
Almost
Look at our walls are almost the same color.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, the whole place is kind of yellow.
Yeah, we're very yellowy.
Hey,
It's a nice
Wanda.
day. The sun's shining, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we had a few nice days, but it got cold again.
Yeah, just did. We got to play it too fast, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Me, you, and Dad are all excited yesterday. Really nice. You have a dirty dishwater on my naked toes.
See, I have coffee.
There you go.
I was concerned you were gonna be drinking a Corona this morning.
What'd she say?
She said she was concerned you'd be drinking a Corona this morning.
Man, I haven't really drank since my gallbladder got taken out.
Oh.
I'd love to, though. My goodness.
I want to. We should plan that in like a maybe
I'll
like
smoke
a
a
week or
lot.
two.
There you go.
Drink online.
Oh, check it says, well, tell us all about you.
Yeah, tell us about you, Cali.
What do you guys want to know?
Ah,
I'm an open book. Ask anything. But I'm gonna like not turn on YouTube, so you guys ask me. I'm not gonna follow chat because it's too hard.
so how did you get into the true crime realm on YouTube?
Okay, so the true crime realm on YouTube probably started with Kaylee Anthony. Because I would sit up for hours a night with a whole group of people and we would watch their house and we would chat about it. And it was the stupidest thing ever when you think about it, when you're sitting there watching somebody's house. But yeah, it was fun. So that kind of started it. And then my friend went missing and kind of started using social media for that. And we've talked about Kelly Sue before. So
Yeah, I was going to have her daughter on, and it just completely lost sight of that. I got to get that going again.
that's okay. I mean, there's a lot going on anyways. And
Oh,
we'll get there
right.
sometime.
She doesn't touch much.
Oh, hey, Seth. Mountain Girl.
Hi, Seth.
JD, she's just cleaning up the dishes.
I've done nothing.
Hey, CDT.
Sorry, we're cleaning the kitchen. We're filming here tonight.
Yeah, she wants it all looking pretty, just like her. Hammer time.
Baby.
Because
He's so sweet.
you're sweet to me.
You guys are something.
Yeah, we're something all right. Yes, Chatty Matthias came back in.
Yeah, you're gonna freak everybody out. They're probably screaming at you for the phone.
Mm-hmm. Shut the frickin' door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, CDT asks, did you follow Casey's trial closely too?
Oh, absolutely. My daughter was going through leukemia treatment at the time. She was getting chemotherapy, and I was home a lot. So that was kind of like front and center for me. It kept me occupied for a while.
Mm.
Did you say CDT?
Yeah.
Oh, good morning, Kelly.
I also had sent, like Cindy Anthony, I sent an angel ornament and a card, and she had sent me one of Kaylee's bracelets in the mail. So I thought that was kind of a nice gesture too.
Yeah.
And I still have that somewhere.
Oh, cool. CD says, good morning, Cher. Hey, Taco Tuesday. Yeah, like the first true crime case that I really got interested in is before I was even doing true crime on YouTube was Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey.
Mm-hmm.
Remember watching that documentary and it was just, holy crap.
I restarted that last night, but I fell asleep. So I'll pick it back up, but it'll be like the third time I watched it. But since last night, it really piqued my interest again. And it's like you can watch that over and over and still like find new things.
Yeah. It pisses me off every time I watch it.
I know, same. But it was like it's good when you can talk about it, because then you can go back and look at it, and then you can see different things and other perspectives. I think that's the best part of true crime and YouTube as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Daisy Jill. You remember dishes are done, dude? Yeah. It breaks my heart too. Hey, no name.
That's a sad case for sure.
Yeah. There are a few. Like, there was one that Cher was working with the guy and it didn't really go anywhere. What's that guy's name, honey? Kevin Billingsley? Kevin Billingsley? Yeah, he was wrongfully convicted of murder.
I've never heard of that one.
No, it's not a very well-known case.
No, he's not high profile at all. But he started, even the Innocence Project started backing away from him because of what he was doing. Like, he had this girl from Australia calling me and freaking out on me because I was covering not just him. And it's like, dude, and then she was freaking out, and then yeah, it was just a mess. I'm like, you can't have your people calling me and harassing me, Kevin. And they were doing it to the Innocence Project, to the two guys on the two students. So they ended up not going on. Yeah.
Oh.
So then I changed my phone number.
Hey, Dinky.
I just never.
With Kelly Sue's case, there was a lot of harassment too with that. We got the family, anytime there was awareness, there was always threats or weird phone calls or messages that came through. I hate people.
My first thing I tell them all the time, Kelly, is that, like, no matter what, if there's something that makes you look bad, you have to tell me everything. Because if I'm helping you, I don't want to be shocked. And that's like an attorney will say, tell me everything. Even if it's something that will make you look bad, you can't hide that from us. When we're spending all day long digging in your case and I'm on the phone with the attorney, like, this is my time that I'm using to help you fight your case. So when stupid games start to happen, I say don't do that, because that tells me, like, look at what Dawn and Candace do. To me, that's an innocent person when you have to do shit like that.
Yep.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
So I just kind of stop helping.
Well, I'm just waiting now for the YouTube feeds on letters from Don. That's going to be the next thing that we're going to start seeing.
Mm-hmm.
I would Don that if he did the right thing, that I would always stay in contact with him, even if he was guilty of something.
I kind of sometimes feel bad for Don. I don't know why.
Don,
You're not alone there. He definitely knows how to play the sad, broken guy.
Is that what it is? Is it the sad broken guy game? Or is he
Yeah,
really
like that's how he was when Cher was first interviewing him. He was always like that, and now he's just angry and aggressive and mean and just two different people.
I guess
Hey,
if I had to
Sonnet.
live with Candace, I would be kind of angry and aggressive and mean.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't have said that.
Well, you're not wrong.
Whatever. I don't know. The Don and Candace trials and tribulations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just a gong show now.
It is a gong show.
Spinning our wheels like what?
would you?
Your creamer? Oh no, put some sugar in it. Dip your finger in it, sweetie.
Do you guys make espresso at home? Is that what you make?
Yeah, we got an espresso machine, although it worked for Cher's, and then when I tried to make it, it took like 10 minutes to fill my cup. It's not good, but we got it very cheap.
Does the espresso come out good in it? Does it taste like Starbucks per se?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh,
No,
no.
it's a cheap fucking thing, no. And
Okay, because I'm
it's
a
like
princess.
broken. That's why he got it on sale. It's not as good as a Keurig, I'll say that. I'd rather a Keurig.
So
Well,
I am drinking coffee this morning, really.
Keurig, I like to have the frothy part on a Keurig. Like frothy milk and everything, and then put the Keurig cup in. That would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a coffee princess for sure. I like my espresso.
We got our wall started, but we need a lot more pictures and letters and cards from you guys. But
Yep,
I started
it is started. So hopefully we get that whole wall plastered.
Yeah, I want the whole. I'm gonna be putting them on. Well, yeah, we'll figure it out. But I'm gonna make this whole mural. So we need more cards, more pictures of all y'all.
Yep.
I'll put one in the mail this week for you.
Yay!
Sweet.
Cheryl, how'd you like my investigative work yesterday?
Good.
Right.
Never a dull moment.
Burnt me again. Oh, I did myself. He burnt me.
And your canine handler. Tammy Ayo.
Heyo! I'm going to make more merch, I think, this weekend, and I'm doing I want a team AO. I'm gonna make a jersey, an AO jersey. They have the jersey towel and water bottle, and then I want to do a Kiko shirt with like a hat, like a winky happy face. It says Team Kiko.
Canine true crime. Oh, my uncle was the last man to be hung in Ontario, and it came out 4 years later he was innocent. Oh my God.
That's terrible.
When did Canada get rid of the death penalty? It was like in the 60s or 70s, wasn't it? Jesus. Can you imagine that? It's horrible. Uh-oh. Hammer time got timed out.
Who got time?
Hammer time. I can't see that on the StreamYard side.
Oh,
I haven't seen anybody say anything
hold
nasty.
on. Yeah, Hammer Time did not need to be deleted. It doesn't, who blocked her? Crime and Conspiracy. Please don't do that because her comment, Candace is not innocent. She is broken. I'll give her that. But just no. There's nothing wrong with that comment. If you think Candace is innocent, that's okay. But please don't block other people. It might have been an accident too, because just in my time trying to find that, the chat was jumping. So I don't even think that was on purpose, to be honest. Because Crime and Conspiracy, she's been modding. Kiko, hey Dinky.
Yeah, we don't really get a lot of nasty stuff
That's
over here.
probably an accident. Because that didn't.
I've done that by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots.
Yeah, you've got a great crew in here right now. You usually do.
Hi, Crime After Dark. I got dentures yesterday. Please tell me the pain gets better. I promise it will get better, but you have to give it 2 weeks. I felt like I've been hit like from a Mack truck for 2 weeks. So just give it time. Don't rush things. I was stupid and tried to rush to eat everything because I was like, well, I was already in pain anyways in my mouth and still eating. So I'm just, what's the difference? Don't do that. But just give yourself the time and yeah, you will be okay. But if you just got them done yesterday, I will be honest with you and tell you that tomorrow and the next 72 hours is going to be the worst.
Yeah, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Cher was like basically bedridden for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
felt
she-
so bad for Cher when she was so sick. I kept sending her messages and trying to brighten her day.
Yeah, a lot of you were reaching out to her, and of course she wasn't feeling well enough to respond to a
Yeah, I
lot.
wasn't really replying to people.
Yeah, a lot of you were.
Only my kids at that time, you were here, and then just my kids. I even ignored my dad for a few days.
Yeah, she basically just tried to sleep as much as she could because it's so painful. Hey, Tracy.
Will the fit of them get better after swelling goes down? Yeah. But it's going to be a journey for the next year, you know, because your gum's going to keep shrinking like mine did. My dentures were fitting great after my last appointment, but then all of a sudden for the last week, they're loose again. So you gotta remind yourself that's normal. It's going to happen for the first year of fitting good, loose fitting, fitting good, loose fitting. And you just have to tell yourself that's normal and you will get through it. It'll be okay.
Yeah, it's just going to be kind of crappy for a while.
Yeah,
But Cher's good most of the time.
I'm getting better every day.
Yeah, she was eating corn nuts the other day.
That's exciting. I can never eat corn nuts.
Yeah, she was really pumped about that.
That's great. That's amazing. It's going to get better and better, you know, as time goes on. Imagine by the end of summer, you're going to be feeling great.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to get screw-ins, but your bones couldn't handle it. You know, I think that's kind of a blessing because I've heard of a lot of people having issues with screw-ins.
Yeah, CDT. I have pain still in there because my gums are fully healed. I have 2 that are still like deep holes. And then the denture, there's like 4 sore spots still. There's going to be pain for up to like a year as your gums change. But I'm in a lot less pain than I've been in.
Yeah.
So a lady at the nursing home had the screw-ins. She's like 90 and she's had them for a while. She opened her mouth one day and they all fell out.
Oh my gosh. Good morning, Alex.
Her bones wouldn't hold them anymore. So I think probably going the denture route is the best way.
Phone over here. I want to show Alex what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
We're making the edibles.
We're making edibles today.
So we're making brownies, which we're going to add some of this chocolate mint OG to. I won't show the nugs on camera because that's dangerous. And then, so we got these oils, the blue raspberry high potency tincture, And then we just got regular tincture, which is not flavored, high potency. And we're going to infuse these caramels and Sour Patch Kids. So we got the berry ones for the berry tincture, regular ones for the regular. The caramels will have natural. I might make some can of butter to make them with the caramels. And then the watermelons. So we're gonna do some of each. I got the bags ready. We're gonna do watermelon with some blue ras tink and watermelon with regular tink. Same with, we're gonna do the berry babies with the blue ras tink. And we're gonna do Sour Patch with blue ras tink and Sour Patch with regular tink and caramel with regular tink. Or a can of butter.
Did you get all that? She's got a plan. That was just a whole lot of words to me. I don't know.
How much were the oils up there?
How much were the oils?
46.
Something like that.
And this one was on sale. I think we got both of them for like $80.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
They're $120 a bottle here. I went to
Really?
How much do you get in the bottle?
I'd have to tell you. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, it's $120.
I have to say I never tried this. I just tried the capsules last month. I like them, but I haven't tried the actual oil drops before. And they work. I took 2 of the droppers instead of a sleeping pill, and that actually worked. But see, I didn't take the oil the last 2 nights. I actually just took nothing to sleep, which is why I slept shitty. But I've had insomnia since I was a little girl. For the people dragging me saying I'm on meth and coke and I can't sleep, it's actually because when I was a young girl, I got too afraid to sleep, because if I was to close my eyes, I couldn't protect myself and my little sister, and that grows on you, and then you grow up with insomnia.
Insomnia.
Yeah. I don't know how to say it.
Alex, yeah, come on up.
Yeah.
So I got this stuff. I don't know. It's like 20 to 1, 9.5 milligrams. And they taste like baby aspirin. Yeah. And they smell like baby aspirin. But they're good, and they kicked my butt last night, and I went to sleep, and I slept until 8.
Well, there you go.
Good. When I finally went back to sleep this morning, I fell asleep on Mr. Cher, I think. Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah, all this stuff, it's kind of confusing to me. Like back in the day, it was like, get a bag of weed. That was it. Now there's pills, oils. We're still weed.
It's actually
Edible.
surreal walking into the dispensary. It's like, holy crap. Like, people used to be paranoid about this stuff, and now we just like go pick it up and drive home with it.
Yeah, it's so weird now. It's like you walk into a liquor store, you got all kinds of different liquors. Now you got all kinds of different weed.
I know.
People like their variety.
Well, it's actually a lot better for you to eat it or drink it than smoke it.
Yeah, definitely.
You're so handsome.
All bundled up.
Oh, kitties. Where's Cooper?
So, have some questions or get more people up there or something. You're on the show and you're just sitting there.
Give me crap, woman. All right. So, does anyone have any more questions for Small Town New York?
Why is your name Small Town New York?
Oh, I think
She's
she's having
buffering.
internet issues. Yeah, I'm guessing it's because she lives in a small town in New York State. Thanks, Kiko.
Kiko.
Moving to Canada. Come on up.
I got the link if you want me. Amber, good morning. There's the link. Seth,
Hey, Lucia.
you're welcome too. Everyone's welcome. Amber, CDT.
Yep. Whoever wants to pop up is more than welcome to. Thank you, ATS. Well, hopefully she comes back soon.
All right, I pinned the link, guys. So
Yeah, link is pinned if you guys want to pop up and have a chat. Christina Fowler had a good summer question asking if Hippie House was on record as having seen Summer that day.
hi, Black Beauty.
I haven't heard that. Honey, have you heard that?
Can you say that again?
The Hippie House owner or whoever's working there, did they see Summer?
The thing is I don't know why people are even bringing that up because they said Summer stayed in the truck anyway. So why would the owner
Say
say
hi.
didn't go in the store?
Oh, got the kitty.
This is Cooper.
Oh, cute! Diane.
Look at you got friend.
Oh, no, you got YouTube. He has both ears.
Cooper's got like a beat up scar face. So he's got, yeah, show him your scar face. He's mean.
About to freak out. Yeah, that's a big kitty.
He is a big boy. I keep having trouble with my computer, so just bear with me. It's on the brink, and I got to learn how to use that Mac.
Mm.
It's definitely a game changer.
Yeah, people say Macs are really good for the video side of things. But yeah, I don't know. I've never used one.
I got it on sale from a friend of mine. He owned a store, and it was like $800, and I couldn't beat it. So I bought it, and it's been kind of just sitting and just updating, and I got to learn how to use it. It's definitely, like I said, it's a learning curve.
Mm. Yeah, everything's just a little bit different.
But I have an iPhone, so you think I would like it would be easy, but it's really not.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with PCs and Windows because too old to learn something new.
You're never too old to learn something new.
Molly Brown of town.
Take the chat for a while.
Take the chat for a while.
Hold it side up. That's it.
Yes, thank you.
It's so good to see you, Cher.
You too, Callie. Wait, do you spell it with a C?
It's Kalley, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I knew that.
I didn't know that. I was like, well, because my friend Callie is Kali, and you don't see it in Minnesota. You don't see Callie spelt like that often. So I was like, it can't be K.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
different.
normal.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know. Kali.
EY.
Kall. Oh, yeah, I know that. From your emails.
Right.
Duh. Okay,
That's okay.
What?
I know. It's fine. It's really good. It's all right.
Here, see my question to small town. Okay, let me see here. Small town New York, what's your top 3 crime cases to follow? Good question, Seth. Thank you.
My top 3, like right now, or like
Top 3 altogether.
all together? Well, right now probably would be Summer. The next one is probably Kelly Sue up here in New York, is such a big one for me. And then another one up here in New York is Jaliek Rainwalker. So those are like my top three.
Do you want to talk a little bit about the one by you that you were, that's the one you were talking to Mr. Cher about, right?
Right.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure, I can. Yep, absolutely. So Kelly Sue Ackernite lived in Johnstown, New York. She had a little girl when she went missing. I think Ashley was like 6, 7 years old. And Kelly Sue went to work. She worked at a Rite Aid in Amsterdam, New York, and she went to work around 4:30 in the afternoon to close, which was 9:30. She got out of work at 9:30, and she never made it home. The cops came to their door about 1:48 in the morning, telling her husband that her car was on fire around the corner from their house, and they were wondering if Kelly was there. And her husband Jason's like, no, she's not here. So pretty much they towed the car that night, which I couldn't understand because it was a crime scene and Kelly was nowhere to be seen. I mean, any way you look at it, she's missing, the car's on fire. She should have been wanted for arson or questioning at the time. I think that they should have done that, but they didn't. But they towed the car and they left pieces of the car in the road. And her brother Tom actually picked up the pieces of the car the next day that they left and gave to the investigators because he was pretty upset. So it's been since 2008 and we haven't seen hide nor hair of her. When she went missing, it was on the brink of like the MySpace, Facebook thing. So she really didn't have a social media presence at the time. Cell phones weren't great either then. So like any tracking or things like that, it's just was virtually non-existent. It's like technology burst after she went missing.
Yeah.
So I know her daughter, we kept things quiet. Her daughter went into high school. I mean, it's such a small town. So we decided as a group effort between like me, Kelly's brother Tom, Ashley's grandmother, and her aunt on her dad's side, we all decided that we wanted her to have a normal childhood and go through high school normal and not have it come up in the news every year. Oh, your mom's missing. I didn't want her to go to school being the little girl of the missing mom. So we decided to stop visuals and let her have a normal high school life and just let her be normal. And it was probably the best thing we did. However, Ashley's now really grieving her mom and is really looking for answers and like wanting to kick open doors and try to figure things out.
Yeah. Can't imagine. So
it's been tough. I made a website for her. I had a Facebook. I can't log back into it. I lost my login because we had let things sit for so long. So we created another Facebook group for her that Ashley's kind of moderating. And I'm kind of overseeing it. I'm kind of giving her the reins to kind of do this for her mom herself. I don't want to do this as the main person. I think Ashley needs to be the one to do for her mom now. And I'm going to give her all the tools to do it.
Well, there you go.
So
well,
we're kind of like, reopening wounds again. And it's funny, people are starting to come out of the woodwork and message me that I haven't talked to in a long time since we've kind of like are talking about her a little bit again.
Yeah. Could you put her name in the chat? Because I know her last name is spelled differently than it sounds.
Let me see.
So people want to Google it.
Yeah, I can do this. I'm going to do it from my phone so I don't lose you. Because I know I will. Okay. Okay, I popped it in there.
Perfect. So if you guys want to look into that, that's her name right there, Kelly Sue Ackernite.
Yeah, if you Google her, a bunch of stuff will come up. There's a bunch of things on there. psychics did things too. I think there's things online too now that I haven't seen that people have done over the years that I've lost track of. So I probably should go look at that myself at some point.
Yeah, I was gonna have Ashley on one of these days, and I completely spaced out, forgot, and I gotta get back on that.
Yeah, she's a good girl. She's really trying to find her way in this world. It's hard because it's kind of her by herself. She doesn't have anything to do with her dad. He remarried and declared Kelly Sue dead. So that was nice. I just found that out not too long ago.
Yeah, that would be very hard on a child for sure.
Jason's a very interesting character. He makes Don and Candace look mild.
Oh God. Hey, Tabby. Yeah, I wonder if he had something to do with it. I guess you never know.
His biggest thing was, it was so funny. He did an interview with the news channel, and he's like, I cry all day and all night.
Really poured it on.
Oh, yeah, it was great. I'll never forget it. So, yeah, that's probably the biggest thing I did in missing persons. And I did a lot for Jaliek Rainwalker as far as like fundraisers and going to bake sales and raising awareness for him. And that's another little crazy New York State story.
I never heard anything about that.
I can pop his name up there too. That was real strange.
Yeah, what's that one about?
So he was an adopted child and lived with a family that had like a blended between adopted kids and their own kids. And Jaliek, I guess, upset the adopted dad, and he took him to a Red Robin, and he was never seen again.
Jesus.
Yeah. And it's like up here in New York, it's so mountainous, and there's so many hills and valleys. It's like Tennessee. You could hide somebody and never find them again, or no one would ever be able to trace them.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that, because when you hear New York, you think New York City, but no, there's a lot like New York State.
New York City is only New York City is only like a fingernail of New York State. New York State is so massive.
Mm-hmm.
We have one of the largest state parks in the United States. Adirondack State Park is amazing. There's probably areas that have never even been looked at or explored ever. It's so mountainous and big, and yeah, everyone hears New York and immediately New York City. No, it's not New York City. It's upstate New York.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely on my bucket list to see.
And you guys are so far away from me. I mapped you out. Oh my goodness, it would take me a couple days to find you.
Yeah, that's a long ways.
Definitely a road trip.
We got a bunch of Great Lakes in between us, so to drive, it's always, you got to go way around.
Yeah. But you probably live in beautiful country, Mark, too.
Well, it's beautiful in its own way. I mean, it's very flat. So, like, the skies are huge. And in the fall, it is kind of nice because you see all the fields.
Yeah.
So when the wind's blowing through like the wheat fields and whatever, it looks like waves.
Oh, that's
so
neat.
it is kind of nice in its own way.
So if you came here, your ears would be popping because you wouldn't
Probably.
be used to the altitude.
Yeah.
I don't know what flat looks like. My goodness, everything's curvy and up and down hills.
Yeah, it's pretty different here. Chatty Gem, Niagara Falls. Yeah, that's beautiful there. I've been there. Morning, Carrie Lee.
Niagara Falls is pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is definitely something to see. Snow Angel, I'm in snow region. Yeah, we're in the snow region too. We're getting even more snow now. It's nasty up there.
No snow here today. It's actually warm.
We had a nice heat wave for a while. It was melting and everything, and then now we're right back to the cold shit again.
There's an end in sight though, because the days are getting longer.
Mm-hmm. That they are.
That's the best part. I'm coming home from work. It's the days. It's. I'm not driving home in the dark anymore.
Yeah. That's always depressing. You go to work in the dark and you come home in the dark.
Yep.
Well, 70. That'd be nice.
Seth, you shut up with your 70 degrees. Someone needs to snatch Seth and dump him in a snowbank.
Mm-hmm. All right, Amy, have a good day. Oh, Molly Brown says, are you close to where Dirty Dancing was filmed?
Yes, I'm probably about an hour and a half from there.
That's kind of cool. Oh, Black Beauty, do you think Don will spill the beans while he's in lockup? I know a lot of people are thinking that, but there's really no upside. If he says anything, he's going to get more prison time. So, no, I don't think he will.
No, I don't think so either, because that would be withholding evidence, and he knows better.
Yeah.
You know, Don's not stupid. He's really not. I know people try to act like that, but he's really not. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
Like if he can do that drywall the way he does, and I saw some of the pictures of the work he does, and he does a good job. Like between you and him, you guys could have a great business, like putting houses together. I'm just saying, you know, like talented. Like he's not dumb. He's just not. And I don't think he's gonna say anything. I think he's gonna do what he's got to do and get out of there.
Yeah, I think so too. Hey, Shirlene. I don't know if you guys heard that. Cher said Don plays dumb.
Yes. Because that way, then he thinks that people won't know that he's thinking ahead.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody's going to talk. The one I really want to talk is Candace, because I know that she knows more than what she's saying.
Candace is going to make friends with the wrong person because she doesn't have Don's influence on her right now, and she's going to be lonely and vulnerable. She's going to make friends with the wrong person, and she's going to say the wrong thing, and that person is going to set turn and tell somebody. That's how that's going to play out.
Yeah, that definitely would make a lot of sense. Yeah, it's definitely more likely that Candace is going to say something than Don. I mean, Don's been all over YouTube for months, and other than getting his story mixed up a little bit, he really hasn't said that much.
No, it's kind of on repeat.
Yeah. Yeah, he just does his script, and if he ever gets bungled up, he just defaults and talks about the church.
She likes to twirl.
That is so ridiculous.
She likes to trail looking ass. Harper.
They might give him a free ride to roll on her. I can't say that's impossible, but I doubt it. Well, I guess time will tell, hopefully. And I'd like to see Summer found, get some answers and get some closure for her. Hey, it's Sally, my Jack. It depends on his involvement. That's true. And it depends on how involved he was. But, I mean, even if he knew that, let's just say that Candace did something to Summer and Don knew about it and waited all this time, he'd still be in a lot of trouble. He's an accessory after the fact. So I can't see law enforcement just letting him, like giving him immunity or whatever, but maybe.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how things play out over the next month or so.
Yeah, because he has to serve 180 days, I think, or maybe 150. He's going to be in there for a while for sure.
That's a lot, it seems like to me. New York, I guess they just throw you out of jail. They don't like to keep people here.
That's what I thought too. I mean, well, it is a violation of his probation, so it's more serious than just the DUI thing, but.
Right, but get this. I know somebody that got busted on a crack cocaine charge, and they got out within a couple hours of being arrested. And now are only getting like probation and a smack on the hand.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's weird.
Well, I do think that given what's been going on, like with Summer, their other children, losing children before then, I mean, I don't think law enforcement really has a lot of sympathy. Like, oh, this was a one-time thing. No, they realize that, he's been in and out of prison and jail for years.
Right.
So this guy just won't learn. So let's hammer him when we get the chance.
Yeah, they want to stop him, a hard stop to what he's doing.
Yeah. And he needs that. He's definitely lost his way.
Yeah, he has lost his way, for sure. And that stuff at that house is only getting worse and worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen them try and take any steps towards getting their shit together so they can get their other children back. Just nothing other than remodeling their house. But
working in healthcare, I've seen families lose their kids and bust their asses to get those kids back. Like, do everything, the counseling and the home visits for, to see how the checkup, to see how things are going on the home. Like, there's so many steps, and I know there's no way that they're doing those steps because they're too busy on YouTube and being crazy to be following. If they were following what they were supposed to be following, they would not have time to do what they've been doing.
Right. Yeah, they wouldn't be getting drunk and high and all that every night either.
No.
Yeah, I feel bad for them kids, but maybe they're better off not being in that environment.
Probably, but then you've got the downsides too when you take children away from their parents and what they know and the security of having each other. That's a downside too. It sucks. It's like a double-edged sword. I know Candace and Don are dysfunctional, but at the end of the day, that's their mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
And there's love there. Those kids love their parents. They have to. And you could see that in some of the pictures. So something happened. It was like you can look through the pictures of Candace in time and how things have changed for her, and look at them with the kids, and then look at the environment, how the kids have changed over the years. Something transpired there and went bad. The kids are the victims in this at the end of the day. Absolutely. All of them are the victims. And it's really, really sad.
Yeah. Like just young boys, one day they lose their sister and then they get taken from their parents. Like, I can't even imagine going through that much trauma.
And looking from the outside, I know that a lot of people criticize some of the living conditions, but I'm going to tell you what. Coming from rural upstate New York, that yard was a boys' haven. They had dirt bikes, they had swings, they had hills, they had dirt, they had a creek to run down to. They had things to do.
Yeah.
Granted, I get the inside conditions of the house were awful, and absolutely things should have been changed. But I think at the end of the day, those boys had a good setup outside for little boys.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they had a horrible life there. I mean, I could be wrong, but
What?
Yeah.
The boys?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they played and stuff. You know, I think they lacked the parental guidance, but I think that they had the things to keep them occupied.
You did see the marks on them, right? You saw the black eye on Josie.
I did not see those.
Let's just look at them without the kids in the house and how they act. They did not have a good life. They probably witnessed a lot of shit, and they were probably getting molested too.
Yeah, you're probably right, Cher. I was just trying to
say
like.
they had a good life there. That's disturbing.
I didn't say that.
I didn't mean it like that. I guess not.
No, but they did. Like like you said, they had lots of things that they could do outside.
Right. Not like a good life. Just they had some more.
Yeah, I knew someone who. Yeah. Friend of mine when I was a kid. I mean, they had, like their outside toys, they had quad and dirt bikes and whatever. But yeah, he was really not treated well at all.
Right. I mean, they had the things to keep themselves busy. I didn't mean it like a good.
Yeah, but were they allowed to use them?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just sad. I feel like crying.
It is sad because
Break things up.
where they are now isn't a good place either.
No, that's sad too. I wish they could be together and.
Yeah, I heard they're separate, but I don't know how we would even know that, or like who would be told that to even know if that's true. I don't trust that anyone says anything about them because we shouldn't know that,
Yeah.
Right. No, I guess we shouldn't even talk about them.
Well, yeah, no, I just mean like it's clearly speculation because they're all minors and there's no way, Canada or America, that's out in the public.
Yeah.
Oh no, those are sealed. Those kids are sealed safe.
Oh yeah, someone asked you a while ago, how'd you get your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Like my screen name or my real name?
Well, your screen name.
Oh, I just came up with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying it's probably because she's from a small town in New York State.
Oh yeah, I'm in a population of 2,000 people. It's tiny here. I'm near Cooperstown, New York. And Cooperstown's a tiny little town too. There's the Baseball Hall of Fame, but that's just one tiny little building.
Oh yeah.
I had my real name on there for a screen name, and I decided that I wasn't probably the best idea.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that you need to sort of hide your identity. I didn't really do that, but I think the boys were treated a little better than Summer. I feel like Summer was the unwanted child. I always had that vibe too, Kristen. Yeah. That's where my conspiracy theory that Candace knew well, Dawn and Candace knew that they were in trouble with CPS and the kids were going to go away. But Candace knew that if Summer was taken by CPS, Dawn would change and fight to get the kids back because he really loves Summer. So in my conspiracy, Candace got rid of Summer because she didn't want any kids, and she figured that if Summer was gone, Dawn wouldn't be so focused on getting the boys back. That's just a theory, but
That's a very good theory. I can see that.
Candace seems, she doesn't seem to want the kids. Well, neither of them seem to want the kids back, but especially Candace.
No, and this is their second chance at having a family. Like, they already screwed up their first set, so you get a second set.
Did, yeah.
You know, usually if you get your second set of kids, you're going to do right by them.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't.
And the only loving words I've ever heard from either of them about their children was Dawn talking about Summer. I've never heard Dawn say how much he loves his boys. I don't think I've ever heard that.
No, I've never heard that.
What do you want me to do? Oh, do another one? Getting the one was hard.
Yeah. Oh,
I did.
thank you. Best husband. Oh, can I do that? Or no? I can just use that.
She's trying to get me to break apart Brad nails so I can.
So I can hang my hair up in my closet.
What time are you guys making edibles?
We're gonna do that. We'll start. I don't know. Whenever Alex Erickson is done with her live stream, we can start ours.
Because what I'm thinking is I have a massive jar of bud and I can put it in the oven and I can join you guys.
Yeah, join and find something. I'll send you some if you want some recipes too. Join us on panel. Anyone that wants to join and make edibles or cook anything or even just hang out while we do it is welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'll make Rice Krispie treats.
I thought about that.
Thought the boys may have known something, but you would think they may have talked by now. Well, that's the thing, Wicked West. They might have. They might know something and they might have talked. Maybe law enforcement is just looking for more evidence before they drop the hammer. You know, they don't like to make an arrest unless it's a sure thing or unless they have to. They're okay with taking their sweet time. They'd rather wait a year, 2 or 10 and make sure they have a slam dunk than move too quickly and blow it. Which I guess makes sense, but it's frustrating.
It's very frustrating because they keep it so close to the vest right now. They're not saying anything, and that's what's leading all this speculation and all this misinformation because the police are just like holding all their cards and you've got all these people wondering where this little girl is. And
yeah, that's actually a big problem with true crime on YouTube is when you focus on one case, you can go over all the evidence and then you're done. But you still want to keep talking about it. And that's when weird theories like my theory, I mean, I've got no factual basis other than Candace lied about how long Summer was out of her sight. And then what she said to Cher that we sent to TBI, which was kind of showed motive that she didn't want to have children. She just wanted it to be her and Dawn.
Yeah.
But that's it. I mean, that's not a slam dunk or anything like that. It's just,
we were told not to play that one. I think now think about when we sent that message in and when he actually got arrested. Days. And they said don't play that. And then he's arrested.
well, he was gonna be anyway, but I think they hammered him a little harder.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. when the boys get older, will they be able to get their DFS records? I don't know how that works. I would think so. I'm not too sure how that works for sure, Nikki. But I think when you're 18, you can get all of your childhood records. You just can't get other people's. I don't know for sure, though.
Well, my hope for those boys is that they grow up and they do well and they have a good life.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. Fortunately, they're starting way behind the 8 ball, but hopefully they can catch a break.
They're certainly cute kids for sure.
They are, yeah. If this case gets solved, that'll be a lot better for them. But if they're 18 years old and the people are still talking about it and that kind of thing, it's going to be rough. Because they're just going to want to move on with their life. And wherever they go, as soon as they hear that name, well, maybe they'll change their names. Would be smart.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best idea.
Yeah. Well, maybe they'll get adopted. Who knows?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. It's not likely. I mean, it's not very often that teenagers get adopted, but it does happen.
Well, my stepdad adopted me when I was little, and they actually took my real father's name off my birth certificate, and I have my adopted dad's name, and it looks like he was my dad when I was born, and completely changed my last name. I think I was 8. So yeah, that can happen.
Yeah.
Like there's no record of my real father anymore. I just have my very old first birth certificate. But he left me when I was 3 weeks old, and he actually moved to Canada so he didn't have to pay child support.
Good God. That's messed up.
And then he went on and had 5 more kids in Canada, and none of them talk to him now. And we all have contact with each other, which is great. They're all in Ontario, and my one brother's in Toronto.
I've got a brother and a sister, and they're both adopted. I was a happy accident. They didn't think that she could have a baby, so they adopted kids. But my sister, this was just a year or two ago, out of nowhere, she got contacted by attorneys because her biological parents, mother, I think it was a mother, passed away, and she was pretty wealthy, actually. So they tracked Sherry down to make her sign this thing that she wouldn't claim any rights to the money. That was odd.
Yeah. I guess we all have things in our families, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we certainly do.
But I don't even talk to my adopted dad anymore. And he lives 2 miles down the road from me, and I haven't talked to him in 2 years. He got remarried and became not very nice.
Well, that sucks.
And he kind of walked out on us, and I kind of felt bad because it's you suck because you chose to adopt me, and now you kind of chose to walk out of my life, and you're 2 miles down the road. So I had a little grandson born last year. His name's Arslan. He's the cutest little thing ever. And I haven't even told my adopted dad about him because I don't want Arslan to ever have anyone walk out of his life.
That makes sense.
So I decided that I wouldn't even tell him about the baby. So I haven't. But he's cute. He was a year on January 8th. His dad's from Pakistan. My daughter's German, English, Irish, so he's the cutest little thing ever. Oh my goodness. And I'm learning all about the Pakistan culture and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's really neat, and he's just so cute. I'll send Cher a picture because he's just the cutest thing ever.
Right on.
Grandbabies are so special.
Mm. Well, I know Cher probably isn't so much looking forward to it, but I'm definitely looking forward to being a pappy. I love babies.
Oh yeah.
I can't get enough of babies.
Babies are great. Okay, yeah, I sent it to her.
Yeah. The only downside is the poopy diapers. Other than that, it's all great.
What's nice is, you can hold them and send them home too.
That's true. Yeah. You don't have to keep them around all the time.
But kids grow up so fast.
Mm. Abby got 8 grandbabies. Wow.
Oh my goodness. How can you afford it?
You can even keep track of all their names. Be like, hey, you, pink shirt. Leave blue shirt alone.
I
Oh,
spoil
thanks,
him terrible. I go to work just to buy him things.
No. Husband and I have been trying to have kids, and sometimes I question if I'm sane wanting a screaming, pooping infant. I just want it still, even with all the craziness. I get it, Kiko.
Oh, Kiko, for sure you do. That's only a temporary phase. It gets worse when they're teenagers.
Yeah, holy.
Then they just want more money from you.
I remember what my sister was like when we were teenagers. That was pretty bad. I was a pretty good kid. I did a couple stupid things. Crashed my dad's car. I was being an idiot and I rolled it. But he ended up getting more money for the car than what he paid for it. So he was actually kind of happy. But yeah, still.
I was bad. I used to sneak out.
Mm.
I used to drink beer in the fields. I'm surprised I'm still alive.
My sister used to do that. She used to sneak out all the time. I did once. And I tried to get in the bathroom window, and I got stuck. It took me like an hour to get in, but they never knew. I'm surprised I didn't wake them up. I was like trying to be quiet and trying to get myself through the damn window.
Then I find out stuff my older kids did that right under my nose. I'm like, how did that even happen?
Mm-hmm.
Or my 15-year-old will pull stunts too. That really shock me sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Cher and her kids, they're very close. So they tell her everything. And some of the stuff, it's like, whoa. A little bit of TMI there, but anonymous biker, you're out on the bike. Right on, man. We got anonymous biker. You're supposed to check your email. Cher sent you something. There's happenings coming up for my birthday.
When's your birthday?
The 24th.
Oh, it's coming up.
Mm-hmm. I'll be 45.
Oh my goodness.
God, I'm getting old.
I'll be 48 in May, so I'm a little older than you.
You look younger than me, though. I definitely look older than my.
I found all of the things I saved on my way to meet you for the first time.
Look at the. It's so small.
I'm gonna send some of these since we still gotta send out broken dishes little package. I'm gonna send you some of these too, broken dishes.
Anyone else like to play with those little tiny shampoo bottles and pretend you're a giant?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I try to see if I can keister them.
Try to see if you can keister them?
Yeah.
You know what that is, right?
What?
You know what that is, right? Keister?
Keister.
You know what? Yeah. Please tell me that those weren't in your butt.
Can't.
Oh, don't wash my hands.
Obviously, you know I don't like butt.
There's poop in there.
There's poop in there.
Now that's going to go around YouTube.
Yeah. Cher keister.
Oh, Lord. I don't even know what happened. We went way off the rails there. That's anonymous. Oh, you crazy mofo. All right, the dishwasher's going, and I have 2 spoons to put sugar in my coffee. These are huge. Seems like way too much. I really have calmed down the missus. She still gets fired up, but yeah. Thanks, Laura. I'm young. I'm young at heart. I definitely don't act.
What?
Definitely don't act my age. If you want to talk, get your ass down here.
Anger me?
No.
I'm.
I didn't say anything even kind of close to that.
Will you? Can we put some kind of lights in in my makeup closet, in my hair and makeup closet? Can you put lights in there for me?
Just add it to the honeydew list. Your son is 46.
Okay.
Love you. Hey, Peach. Yeah. She hits me with the puppy dog eyes and, could you do this for me, please? Yeah.
Aw.
How do you say no to that? Ah.
I wish I knew how to get my dog to stop barking at everything that goes on outside.
That's just what they do.
It's terrible.
I love dogs, but I definitely don't like that. Anytime there's the slightest noise outside, they're freaking out. Hey, Hetty. I can be your second son. Can't say no.
Well, I guess I should go get something done today so I can come back later and chill with you guys because now I got to put stuff in the oven and get it ready.
Yeah, it's going to be, well, I hope this all works. She's got big plans.
So do I. I'm going to get my baking goods ready.
Nice. It should be pretty interesting.
But I appreciate you having me up. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm glad you came up.
You guys are great. I love you guys. I really do. And I love everyone in chat. It's such a great group.
Yeah, it really is.
Lucky to have good friends.
Yeah. Nice. It's nice to have a place where there's no toxicity. It's just everybody chilling.
Yep, absolutely. Well, you guys have a good day. Tell Cher I'll see her later.
See you soon.
All right, bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Hi, Kelly.
Bye.
Oh, well, that was good. Nice little chill chat.
I might go live this afternoon for a little while, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
You're doing that edible thing on Totally Blind?
No, we're doing that just help it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so later tonight, Mr. and Mrs. Cher, we're going to be cooking.
Probably call Pops and have him chit chat.
Yeah, it'll be good. So, is there anything any of y'all want to talk about? We've only been going an hour and a half here. I usually go 2, but kind of ran out of things to say. Didn't sleep good last night because the kitty got sick. Mr. and Mrs. Sharon Pops. What a night it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Missed the live last night. What are your thoughts on Making a Murderer? I think it's unbelievable that they're in prison. I don't understand how they were convicted. The lawyers completely dropped the ball. Like all the evidence that they found, the key, like everything, the bullet, all that was found by Manitowoc County, and they were not supposed to be searching. All of that information, all that evidence should have been thrown out because they weren't supposed to be searching. Like how the hell they got convicted is beyond me. It's absolutely beyond me. It is an atrocity. It's horrible. I know a lot of people think, well, maybe Steven did it. Definitely not Brendan. And yeah, I'm definitely on board there. One thing's for sure is it didn't happen the way that they were convicted of it happening. It didn't happen that way. She wasn't stabbed and raped and whatever in the bedroom. There was zero evidence of that. And it just made no sense. Yeah, I could go on and on and on about that, but it is so that everything is just backwards and wrong. You got Colbert calling in the license plate, but said he wasn't with the vehicle. He wasn't looking at the license plate when he called in. Well, then why the hell did he call in the plate? No police officer would ever do that. If they were looking to confirm information, it would be the other way around. You'd be like, can you confirm the make and model of Teresa Hallbach's vehicle and the plate number? No, I have the plate number. Can you confirm that that's the right number? No, that would never happen. Honestly, it was kind of a gong show because we were playing Brendan's interrogation, but the video itself, the volume is really low, so people were having trouble listening. I downloaded it and boosted the audio in my editor, so it'll be better next time. But Brendan should have never been questioned the way he was, in my opinion, never put in jail. I completely agree. It should be a law that a minor cannot be questioned without a parent, guardian, or attorney present. That should be the law. Because kids are easily misled. especially someone like Brendan who's learning disabled. Like there's just, that was shady. That was absolutely shady. And they kept pushing him to make up a story. And honestly, I think they're pushing him for this story, and then they go back and fabricate evidence to match his story. Like, I'm surprised they didn't try and plant, well, they didn't have access to any blood from Teresa. I think that's the only reason there was no blood found in that trailer. I guarantee if they had her body, they would have planted blood in that trailer. Yeah, I know there is a petition going around about that. I think in some states that is the law. I'm not sure, but it should be everywhere. They should not have. They should not have been able to question Brendan like that. School should have done something too. Yeah, I don't know if they would have been able to actually do anything. Maybe refuse, say the officers can't take him without the parents' permission or something. I don't know. Did you watch Mexi the other night? I watched him do the recap of the Spirit Box session for summer. I think that's the last video of his I've seen. I don't get a chance to watch a lot of YouTube. Very busy, work, and then our YouTube. It's kind of hard to watch a lot of people. I do try and catch some though. Yeah, completely agree, Benny. No minor should ever be alone with police. I mean, they can wear down grown adults, can wear them down and make them confess to things that they didn't do. So a child would be easy. Like, how hard would it be to keep hammering away at a teenager for hours and convince them to say something? You know, I don't think it would be that difficult. But if you guys haven't watched Brendan Dassey's interrogation, you should. It's so crazy. Every time he says something that doesn't fit their narrative, they just go, "No, be honest, Brendan. Like, try again." And he couldn't keep anything straight. Like, he didn't have a really strong memory. Like, he couldn't remember what anyone was wearing and all that. And he'd always be telling different stories. It just, yeah, just never made any sense. Yeah, I feel bad for that whole family. They were always viewed as outcasts, but that was like the death knell. Oh, he did do one on Teresa Halbach. I gotta go back and watch that. That's exactly what they did, Sam. They made up a story and then kept hammering away at Brendan until he actually repeated it. There are things, like I'll say, there are things about Brendan's story where he got the information from that are sketchy. But yeah, it's hard. Like he said, he got the story from a book. And I don't know, Brendan doesn't seem like a big reader to me. So that was kind of odd. but I still don't think he had anything to do with it. Either way, it couldn't have happened the way the narrative goes. There's no way they could have done it that way. They couldn't have stabbed her and raped her and had her tied to the bed and all that and have zero evidence in that trailer. It's impossible. There's no way to do that. So obvious, how did no one see it? Yeah. I did have someone comment on one of my Stephen Avery videos a long time ago that, I mean, the documentary, it did show things kind of one-sided, and there was a lot of evidence presented in the court that you didn't see in the documentary, but I honestly don't know how true that is. And Kratz did end up sexually harassing a victim of domestic violence. Yeah. And Brendan's lawyer, I can't remember what the hell happened with him, but he was useless. He was working against Brendan from the start. Like everything was just, they had everything just stacked up against them. They had no chance. And they must have, I don't know, bribed or threatened the jury. Because the only thing they got convicted on was Brendan's statement. And he didn't even stick with that statement in court. So they dismissed what he said in court and took his coerced confession. And that was the only evidence that they had. And everything else was completely fabricated. The key that had Stephen's DNA on it, it had 3 times the normal amount that it would if you were to handle a key. And it didn't have any of Teresa's DNA. So how does that happen? It was her key. Did he wash the key and then use it himself and then hide it? Who would believe that? It makes no sense. And his blood was on the ignition, but his fingerprints weren't anywhere. How did that happen? He wasn't wearing gloves. Not if he bled in there, but there's no fingerprints. Yeah. He washed it and then stuck it in his mouth. That's the only way to get that much DNA on there. You can't get that much DNA just from holding something. Jury of dummies. See that? I think that was the problem too, is they were always viewed as outcasts. You know, they weren't really well liked around the town. So everyone always had a negative opinion of them right from the start. And I mean, there's probably people living there that still think that Stephen raped that woman back in the 80s. Yeah, exactly, Kiko. And who found the key? Link. Wasn't supposed to even be in there. Wasn't supposed to be searching, and he found it. Like, what the hell? You seriously couldn't write a story that showed more police corruption. how old is that case? God, when was it? It was like 2003, I think it happened, or 2004. A long time ago now. And it was unknown until Making a Murderer came out on Netflix. 2005. So I think it was 2003 Stephen was actually released from prison when he was falsely convicted of that rape. Actually, it was attempted rape and assault and maybe attempted murder. I'm not sure. Blue collar silence. Yeah. And the governor was he's such an asshole. And the prosecutors, like when the higher up courts are saying, yeah, we see something very wrong here, you need to let Brendan out. And they stop it. Like that was just horrible. He thought he was getting out. There was plan for him to go to, was it a WrestleMania or something? And then all of a sudden, last minute, no, not getting out. And been in there for 20 years now, just about 20 years. Unbelievable. All right, Chatty Jen. You enjoy your day too. Remember the police interviews from Make Murder and how the hell did these people get these jobs of policing others? Joke with police force there, in my opinion, guilty as heck of something. Well said, Kiko. My birthday is the 24th. Yeah, Bridget, he had no idea what he was getting himself into. None. He thought he was going to get to go back to school. Like, that says it all right there. He had no clue. The justice system is broken. Absolutely. That whole prove someone guilty beyond a reasonable doubt is very, very rarely applied. Because there was plenty of reasonable doubt. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Yeah, it's just the burden of proof should be a lot higher. I mean, it'd be better to see guilty people go free than innocent people get locked up. It's definitely gone the wrong direction. It's always been that way, too. Actually, I would say that if you look at history, it's better now. I mean, way back in the day, all you had to do was accuse somebody and, yeah, it was like, okay, well, this person says you did it, so guilty. But it's still definitely not good enough. Hmm.
Um,
Watch a lot of trials, and there's so many where the defendant is found guilty, and I would have voted not guilty. Yeah. Oh, look, it's the same birthday as your hubby. Nice. Thank you, Sam. Maybe I'll sing a little tonight. Who knows? Stephen Avery, Brendan Dassey case. That's why my screen name was created. Well, there you go. Yeah, that was a bad one. And that documentary was very well done. It really does shine a light on problems in the justice system. And part 2 really shows how everything is stacked against someone after they've been convicted. And it shouldn't be that way. Oh, do you guys know who the Tinder Swindler is? This is it's we saw it on Netflix. But basically it was this guy who was using these women. He created this fake life and like pretended he was this really wealthy guy. And he'd meet these women on Tinder and show them like a really extravagant time, private jet, things like that. And, he'd get them hooked. And then a couple months down the road, he'd say, because of my job, I've got a security issue. I can't use my credit cards. Can you get a credit card in your name and give it to me? And then I'll pay you back. And then he was really smart about this. At first, he paid them back plus more. So they would get a false sense of confidence, like, oh, this is legit. He's gonna pay me and everything, so it's gonna be fine. But then eventually there'd be a problem with the payment, and he'd take these women for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And because they were the ones who took out the credit cards and everything was always in their name, when he was convicted, I can't even remember what he was convicted of, but he only served 5 months in jail. And he's out and free now. So yeah, Cher messages him because I would love to interview this guy. I would love to get his side of everything. Yeah, he's a master manipulator. Yeah. But he was so smart with how he did it. Like he would get one woman on the hook and he would use the money that she was giving him and spend it on the next one to make her think that he had this extravagant life. And then he just keep working through. And eventually, once one had given too much and was basically refusing to give any more, that's when the story, oh, I sent the payment, I don't know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And then they just never get paid back. And he just kept jumping from woman to woman to woman. It was, yeah, infuriating. And a lot of people out there are like, they trash these victims because, well, I mean, you're a gold digger. You got taken in by the fancy restaurant and the private jet, so you brought it on yourself, and that's not really fair. I think anybody, if you meet someone for a date and it's a completely different life, you're intrigued by it. I think anybody would be. Got some hanging on the couch to do. Beard of reason coming at us. Exactly, Kiko. Someone said I should be a therapist. I actually would. I think I would be a decent therapist. Because I won't kiss someone's ass. but I won't judge them either. Background check. Someone recently found that he lied about his name. He didn't like my research skills. There's so there's so many people who just bad. Just bad people. They just want to take advantage of others, and they don't care who they hurt to get where they want to be. Thanks, Miss Molly. I think I would be too, actually. The advantage of being poor with crappy credit. Yeah, 99% of the time, I am nice and calm. I blow my top once in a while. But you got to really push it. Like, if I'm pissed at you, you know you did something wrong. Because I'll let a lot of shit go. Very calming voice. Yeah. I want to do, I've always said I want to do documentaries and stuff like that, and I'll voice over them. So I think those will be really enjoyable for everybody. Someday. It's never too late to do that. The only problem is, I don't know if I could deal with people like that all the time. But yes, if you do need advice about something, I'm here. You got to have goals. Well, we got goals. We have our vision board. We got some big goals to work towards. I want to quit smoking. Cher wants to see her dad, and want to meet the stepkids, get the family all together. We want to get our YouTubes to the point where I can quit my carpentry job and do YouTube full time. So yeah, we got big, big goals for this year. My voice is in Tiger King 2. Really? Well, tell me about that. That's interesting. Yeah, they are great goals, Lori. Can be a lot of work, but we can get there. Yeah, we'll get there. Well, we're going to have to get there because there's no way I can keep being a carpenter for much longer. It's getting too hard. And in episode 3, I was talking to YouTuber Rick or Jack Media. Okay. Power couple. Oh, yes, Cat. The puppy thing. I don't know about that. We already got 2 cats. I think if you throw a dog in here, I think that's just going to be chaos. That's so true, Wicked West. Yeah. I know what I need to do. Like, I need to set aside a day, 1 day a week, where I work on these documentaries I want to do. I always say that's what I got to do, and I never do it. I always say I got to quit smoking, and I still keep on smoking. Yeah. Take my own advice. Start getting my shit together. It's probably a big character flaw that a lot of us have, is we know what we got to do. We know how to get there, but we procrastinate, we put it off, we prioritize the wrong things, and then we just get stuck. You have that all the time. People hate their job. Let's say you hate your job. Can't stand my job. Can't stand going to work for these people and blah, 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 blah. How many resumes have you sent out to other companies for the job that you want? Have you? Have you taken any online courses to change your career? Are you doing anything like that? Or are you just taking it, going to the shit job every day because it's comfortable? You don't want to take that risk. I'm getting myself too pumped up. Now I'm thinking I should just quit right now and force myself to just dive right into YouTube. But I don't think that's smart. Oh, yes, Kat. I absolutely want to do a documentary on Cher's dad. Yeah. I've actually talked with her about it. And she thinks he'd be good to go. But yeah, we got to get to know, like, they're still really getting to know each other all over again. But yeah, we're going to do a documentary on Cher, and there's actually going to be a book. And yeah, I want to do, that's the direction the channel's going to go, is there's going to be these documentaries about these true crime cases like Summer Wells. There's going to be one or two videos, and then that's it. And then I'm moving on to another case, because there's so many cases that never get any attention, and I don't like that. I don't like that we just focus on one. And I mean, yeah, it's tragic, it's horrible, but there's always other cases that don't get any attention. And I've never really understood why these cases get picked. Like Chris Watts. I mean, yeah, wife and an unborn child and two daughters are murdered. It's horrible. But I mean, the case is, for all intents and purposes, solved, but people still talk about it every single day. Michael Vaughn, that's one that slipped through the cracks. I've heard a little bit about it. There was a couple people made their videos, and then it always goes right back to Summer. And as YouTubers, we kind of have to, I don't want to say pander, but we have to give the masses what they want. And if like I've got 106 people in here right now. But if this was a video about Summer Wells, I'd have 400 or 500 in here. Yeah, it's just the way it is. That's what people want to see. But yeah, that's my goal, is to do a segment on these cases, kind of a rundown, and then move on to another one. And hopefully I can get to a point where I can actually go and interview people involved and do all that. That's the ultimate goal. I want to be an actual documentary filmmaker. And of course, we'll always do these live streams. Good morning, Crime Curious. How you doing? Yeah. I can't remember where I heard that, but you need, how did that go? The guy said, you need the fear. You need to take that leap and say, oh shit, I got to do this or I am completely screwed. You got to put yourself in a position where you have no choice but to go for it. And that's when you succeed. Don't forget about us little people. No. No, I love all you guys. These morning chats, they're great. I don't ever want to stop doing these. Of course, if my channel blows up and then I got 20,000 people in the chat, it'll be hard to chat with everybody, but I'll still try. Yep. Oh yeah, there's people who every single day they're making videos and stuff about Chris Watts. And I'm done. I've got nothing more to look into. I've got no more theories. I've got nothing for that case. Two people forgot to hit the like button. Damn you. I'm probably one of them. Well, there's the 2-hour mark. And we got some stuff to get done today. Get ready for the big cooking show tonight on our joint channel. If you aren't subscribed to Mr. and Mrs. Cher, go ahead and click on over there and hit the bell and all of that stuff. Because yeah, tonight's gonna be good. We're making edibles and it's either gonna turn out real well or it's gonna be a complete disaster. But either way, it's gonna be very entertaining. On the other, just hit it. Thanks, Eddie. All right, I'm out of here. So thank you all so much for hanging with us. Special thanks to Small Town New York, aka Cali, for coming on. That was great. And we will see you tonight, hopefully. So take care, enjoy your weekend, and until the next time, this is True Crime Productions with Prairie Boy 77, new name, aka Mr. Cher, saying good day, good night, and Godspeed. Later, peeps.